Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum. How are you all, my very dear students? I hope you all are well. But at the same time, I know that this is the time when you all are worried, you are concerned, you are feeling the heat. And that is the reason I'm here. Let's talk about paper 2 that you are going to have on 27th. In paper 2, your question number 1 is directed writing task. That is the compulsory question. We have discussed this question a lot. I have a number of videos on this topic. I have videos like first one is an overview of directed writing task. Do watch that. Then I have a complete video on email writing, article writing, report writing, informal letter, formal letter. I have videos on all these tasks. But let's talk about in a different way. Today I just want you to understand it, that how you are going to attempt them, understand them, these questions in your paper. We all are aware that this directed writing task is always argumentative. It is argumentative, it is discursive, and it is persuasive. This is the nature of this task. The nature of this task means that you are going to have this kind of task. You are going to argue about something, you have to persuade someone, or you just have to discuss something by just being neutral there. In persuasive and argumentative tasks, you must be opinionated, you must come up with a very strong opinion, you take one side and refute or reject the other side. Whereas when this is going to be discursive, like it can be a report, it can be an article, even sometimes it can be a speech if that is not a debate. So you have to be discursive, you just be neutral and discuss all those things. So this is the nature of your directed writing task. Once you are clear about the nature of your directed writing task, you need to understand these four things: A, P, T, R. In your question, you will just highlight your A. A means audience of your directed writing task, the person you are writing to or you are writing for. The purpose is the reason for writing. Why are you doing this task? Once you are clear about your audience, once you are clear about your purpose, then you move to the third thing, that is the tone of your directed writing task, and you just set this tone according to the audience of your directed writing task. We have discussed these things a lot. This is just a kind of a recap of that. And once you are clear about the tone, that whether this is formal, this is informal, this is neutral, this is semi-formal, after that you just write or you just set your register. Register means your choice of words. Once you are clear about the tone, you just choose your words. And remember, your register can also be formal, informal, semi-formal, or neutral, and you have to set it according to your tone, according to the audience, and according to the purpose of that. Now let's have a look at this task. Once you have this in your paper, you have text A and text B. We have both these sides, and when you are doing this task, you have to take out points from both sides, and points from both sides and wide range of ideas from both sides. I'll tell you how. In this video, I'm just going to discuss the kind of question you are going to have and how you will spot audience and purpose of your task. Now, if this question is report writing, you are going to have this kind of question, and this first part can be different. The rest is going to be the same in almost all the writing tasks. Now look at this. If you have to write a report, this question, your school is considering a ban on homework. You have been asked to write a report. Now you know that you have to write a report. You just underline this, you have to highlight this. You have to write a report for your school principal. Now this is your school principal. You know that this is your audience, this is your task, report is your task, and you are writing to your principal. Your audience is clear. Now once your audience is clear, you have to set tone and register of your directed writing task. If your audience is your principal, definitely you have to adopt a formal tone and formal register, and be clear about this task, this report. That report is always a highly formal task. So you have to set your tone and your register according to the audience of your report, that is your principal. And report is a formal task. When the task is formal, you cannot use any kind of slang, you cannot use contractions. Like contraction means word don't, you cannot use don't in your report writing or formal letter or formal email. You should use do not. I think this one example is enough. So you cannot use contractions, you cannot use slang, you cannot use such words that show that you are talking to someone who is close to you. So report is a highly formal task. In all these tasks, this thing is going to tell you, sorry, in all these tasks, this thing is going to tell you that who is your audience and who you are writing to, or what is the task. After that, the rest of the things, like all this, they are going to be almost, especially this one, it is going to be the same. In report, evaluate the ideas and opinion in both texts. Give your own views about the proposed ban based on what you have read in the text. Then base your report on what you have read in both texts, but be careful to use your own words. Address both of the bullet points. Till now, till this point, you are going to have same kind of question. This is going to be different, and now this part is also going to be different as per the task. Begin your report with to the principal. This starting of the question is given. Remember, when starting of the question is given, you have to follow that thing. If your teachers, they have been telling you that this is the way you are going to start a report, this is the way you are going to start a letter, this is the way you are going to start a speech, but when you read your question, you come to know that the starting or the beginning of your directed writing task is given there. You have to follow anything that is given in the question. If that is given there, you have to follow this format that is given. Do not write something from your own, because this is directed writing task, and directed writing task is all about following the directions. So follow this. Then now you know that you have to start your report with to the principal. Then they are saying that supply a suitable ending also. That means you have to write something at the end also. So once you have this in your answer, once you have a suitable ending, you are going to end your report like that. This is also going to be the same in all directed writing tasks, 250 to 350 words, and this part is also going to be the same in all directed writing tasks. Now this question was about a report. Let's have a look at another question, that is letter or email. Your school is considering a ban on homework. You decide to write a letter or email. I have written them together because letter or email, they are same kind of task. The difference is that one is written on a piece of paper while the other is composed in a mailbox on a computer. So one is composed and one is written on a paper. So that's the difference. Otherwise, there is no such difference between these two things. They belong to the same genre. Now there is no mention of informal or formal while reading this question. There is no mention of formal or informal in the question. You will decide it yourself that your email or your letter is formal or informal after deciding who is your audience. And let's read the question. Your school is considering a ban on homework. You decide to write a letter or email to your principal expressing your concerns, your principal. Whenever your audience is your principal, this is going to be a formal task. So, this is a formal letter or this is a formal email. Now you know that this is formal, so rest of the things they are clear, that the what is the purpose, why you writing it, or tone and register is going to be set according to the principal and it is going to be formal. Expressing your concerns regarding the imminent decision. There is a difference between report and a formal letter and formal email, that in report you usually convey the sentiment of the students, or you have been asked to write a report. You are just doing that survey, you are writing that report on the demand of someone from school administration, like maybe your teachers, maybe your principal, or someone has asked you to compile a report. That's why you're writing. And in a report you should be neutral. Do not say that in my opinion I want this, I want that. Whereas in a formal letter and a formal email you should be opinionated. You should tell that what do you want and what should school do because you want it like that. So that's the difference between a report and a letter. And then this is the same as we discussed in a report. Evaluate the ideas and opinion in both texts. Give your own views about the proposed ban. Base your letter on this, again the same thing. Address both the bullet points. Begin. Now here the starting or beginning is different. Begin your letter with dear principal. This is the salutation. Sometimes it is dear principal, sometimes it's dear sir. Anything that is given here, you have to start your letter or email with that. There's just one slight difference, that in case of an email you will write the subject line first. Write the subject line first in an email and then write dear principal or dear sir. Whereas in case of letter, formal letter, you will write dear sir or dear principal first and then you will write the subject line. That's the difference between these two things. Then next is again the same. You should write about 250 to 350 words, and up to 10 marks are available for the content of your answer and up to 15 marks for the quality of your answer. Now next one is, this is again, yes, again letter or email, but because that is your cousin always complains about loads of homework that his school gives, you decide to write a letter or email to your cousin expressing your views regarding homework. All the things they are same. Here is just one thing you should know, who is the audience. Your audience is your cousin, so it is going to be an informal email or informal letter. All these things here, they are same except this line, except this one. And here the starting is given dear cousin. You can simply, if the starting, if mostly starting is given, so you need to follow that. If it is not given, you can start it in your own way if that is informal, like hey Ali, or hi, the name of your friend, or hello and name of your cousin or your friend. You can just start them like that. That is letter and email. Next, look at the next one. Again, your school is considering a situation is same, tasks are different. Your school is considering a ban on homework. You have been asked to speak in front of your school fellow students expressing your views on the topic. So you have to speak, so that's make it a speech. You have to deliver a speech, and speech is one such task that is delivered. You have to talk to people, you are standing in front of them, whereas the rest of the tasks, they are just in a written form. Now you have to spot the audience, that who are you going to speak in front of. So your fellow students, young people, your class fellows, your school fellows, they are your audience. So once you know that your audience is your age fellows, your tone is going to be semi formal. Do not deliver an informal speech, there is no such thing. You have to deliver a semi formal or neutral speech. Your tone is going to be neutral if your audience is your fellow students. So adopt a neutral and semi formal tone. Then the this part is same. You this part is also same, this is also same. This starting is given. Begin your speech with good morning everyone. If no starter is given, you can simply start any speech, every speech with good morning everyone. Start it like this. That is a neutral kind of starting. You can write it in any or every kind of speech, whether you are talking in front of parents, children, students, teachers, school, outside, to ladies and gentlemen. You can start your speech with this. So just you can use it. It is a useful beginning. This is speech. Then next question is that write a magazine article. Now this task is article for young people. They are your audience. About the advantages, disadvantages of giving homework. Article, this is same, this is also same. Now here they have demanded begin your article with a suitable headline. So in article, a headline is important. You must give your headline there. So these are 5 different tasks that we have just discussed: an article, a speech, a letter, a report, and an email. We have discussed all of them, that what kind of question you are going to have. In this video, I just want to add one more thing, that you must know that basically, okay, let's discuss this thing first. In all these directed writing tasks, one thing is that you must be clear about the format. You should know the format, and you have all the formats. You must be clear about them. And second thing, this thing is going to get you marks. Evaluate the ideas and opinions in both texts. Give your own views on what you have read in both texts. Giving your own opinion and evaluating, these 2 points, these 2 bullet points must be addressed. Only then you can get marks. Then you should be aware of the levels of writing and levels of reading. Let's have a look at them as well. Okay, so this is the thing that you must be very clear about before writing. Just have a look at this, that you have to achieve, you have to reach this level. As far as reading is concerned, now you all know that in directed writing task you have 10 marks for reading and 15 marks for writing. 15 marks. 10 marks for reading, 15 marks for writing. So when you have these 10 marks, what actually is the level that you should reach? So this is level 5 and you need to attain that level. And what is that? If you reach level 5, you will get 9 to 10 marks. How can you reach that level? Number 1 is select a wide range of relevant facts. Select a wide range of relevant facts, ideas, opinions from the text. This is first thing that you have to select. On both sides, you have to select wide range of ideas. And now I can tell you that what can be that wide range of ideas. Usually 5-6 ideas are available on both sides. You might have 5-6 ideas in text A, and in the same manner 5-6 ideas on in text B. Now wide range of ideas, if there are 5 ideas available in text A and text B, then 3 ideas can also be wide range of ideas. 4 ideas can also be wide range of ideas. So text A, and you have to take ideas from both sides, like 4 from one side, from 4 from the other side. And you should use those ideas that you strongly believe in and you think that you can discuss them in the most proper way. So select a wide range of ideas, facts, opinions, and then second, analysis, evaluates and develops the chosen content in a way that clearly fulfills. Okay, I think this is analyzes, not analysis. Analyzes, evaluates, and develops the chosen content in a way that clearly fulfills all elements of the task. Here comes the format, right? They are saying that you must be able to analyze, evaluate. That is this analysis and this evaluation and this development. It is those two bullet points that evaluate the ideas, and second was give your own opinion. So this is that, and then all elements of the task. That means you should be aware of the conventions of the task. Like if that is a letter, you should know that you are going to start it, you are going to have a salutation and valediction in it, you are going to have this yours faithfully, your dear sir in it. So you must know how to do it. So we actually have to reach this level. I'm not going to discuss all these. You can just take a screenshot, have a look at them, but this is our level. We want to do this. Then the writing part. When you do this writing, level 5 of writing is these 13 to 15 marks. If you reach this level 5, actually basically you have done this. And what is that? Number 1 is content is, this is number 1. Content is complex, well developed and effective. Well organized structure that assimilates ideas from the text. Use ideas given in the text. Uses a wide range of well constructed sentences accurately, including complex sentences. Complex sentences are the same sentences in which you, a bit longer, in which we have two clauses. This is not just simple sentence with one clause, it's not just simple sentence with one verb. You all can do that. There is no need to go into that detail. You all can write complex and compound sentences. Mostly you can do that. So most of you are good at it. So this is a wide range. Okay, complex sentences. Then precise and effective use of wide range of vocabulary. That means that the kind of words you are using, they must be effective and precise. Precise means that if you are writing a report, you should know what kind of words you need to write in a report. And if you are writing an informal letter, you must be aware that what should be the precise vocabulary for an informal letter. This, and then consistently appropriate tone and register. Consistently appropriate tone, register for audience and purpose. If you are not consistent, sometimes in one paragraph you are formal and in the other one you are informal, or in one you are informal and then again you become formal. That shows that you do not have the understanding of this APTR. So you should be consistent throughout your letter from first word to the last. Highly accurate use of complex, yes, accurate use of complex spelling, punctuation and grammar. This is the way, this is the place, this is the height where you have to reach. This is level 5, and in this way you can get 23 out of 25 in directed writing task, or 25 out of 25 in directed writing task. So level is level 5 in reading and level 5 in writing. Now I think this video has taken a lot of time. I'll be back with another one. Take care. Allah Hafiz.